Hey guys, Lorcan the Hedgehog here, and welcome back to my reviews again. This time I'm here to review the recent Simpsons episode, the annual Treehouse of Horror. This time we're going to have 27 Treehouse of Horror, and this is also the 600th episode of The Simpsons. Yes, 600, man, it's been so long. So, what did I think of this recent Treehouse of Horror? Well, it's an okay episode at best. I will just go through and just say what I liked and what I disliked about the episodes. But first, I gotta give a little quick synopsis on the episodes. On like what the segments are and some other stuff that happened. So basically, the opening sequence. So the opening sequence is pretty much where the few of the villains from The Simpsons have come together to try to kill the Simpsons family. This includes Sideshow Bob, voiced again by Kelsey Grammer again, Kang or Kodos. It is a funny joke that, the Simpsons can't tell them apart. In the preview video they made on the Fox's YouTube channel, they showed Russ Cargill from the Simpsons movie, but he's nowhere to be seen. I noticed that when I watched the episode, it's like, Russ Cargill seems to be still on the hiatus route again. I mean, he was meant to be appearing on the episode Sky Police, but he never showed up. And yet again, this is another case where he was meant to appear and he didn't. And as well, the ghost of Frank Wimes. Simpsons fans would know who he is, but even he has a part where it was not in the episode. There was a part in the preview video that he turned into this big green monster ghost. But that's nowhere to be seen either. Instead, we just have, like I said, Sideshow Bob, African Kang or Kodos, and Frank Wimes' ghost, and a leprechaun. Yeah, a leprechaun. I don't remember the leprechaun being a threat to the Simpsons. At all. I mean, I don't remember... sorry for the cough. I don't remember the leprechaun ever being a threat to the Simpsons. Like, at all. But oh well. The opening sequence is okay at best. I mean, it celebrates the 600 episode, which basically have Frank Wimes go a bunch of all 600 images of the Simpsons going by all their episodes. It's a good one, but it's a good way. Good. But I feel like the opening sequence has problems. No, it could have been a bit longer. I know I could actually watch the whole segment, heck, even of an episode of the show. But with Kang and Kodos, not one of them talk. Like, you see one of them, you don't even know who is who, but I can actually tell the differences between Kang and Kodos by voice. And they don't even talk, they just make an alien screech, and that's about it. Which is lame. To be honest. It is funny to see Sideshow Bob, Frank Wimes, and now Kang and Kodos have some Irish dance for a leprechaun. It is funny to see that, though. But, oh well. This is just the opening sequence. We still have, Treehouse Horror has the main three segments. So let's get to them. The first one is Try Hard. This is a parody of the Hunger Games at first, and then it goes into our Mad Max parody. I don't like this one. It's pretty meh by now. I mean, it has its plenty of good jokes, but it doesn't really know where to go with it. He doesn't know what part does it want to stay in. Does it want to stay in the Hunger Games parody, or do they want to stay with the Mad Max parody? I don't know. It's not a good segment. It's kind of it's the weakest part of this episode. I would say it actually could be if there's a top 10 worst Treehouse of Horror segments, I would say this would probably be up to number 10 or 9, in my opinion. But, oh well. Right now, so yeah, the next one we have BFF. This plot is involving Lisa discovering that every time she gets a new best friend, the best friend mysteriously dies. Well, not mysteriously, like blatantly just gets killed right in front of her. Lisa then discovers it was her imaginary best friend, Rachel, is killing her best friend so that they can be best friends. and Sue Elise is getting suspected of being the murderer to all these the murderer for these murders. So, but honestly, it is a good segment. This one, Sarah Silverman I think does the voice of Rachel. She does a good job of doing the voice of Rachel. It has its good moments. It has its bit of bad moments, but it's a good segment. It's a good segment compared to the other one. And we have a final segment, Molefinger. This, I guess, is a parody of James Bond and as well, maybe the Kingsman, the Kingdom Service. I never seen that movie. But yeah, basically, after Mo saves Bard from the bullies, Mo just tells Bard that they are actually secret agents than the drunkies. Mo wants Bard to join with them since after Homer's dead, and Bard accepts to come along. After they discover that Homer was not dead, he's now gone evil and wants to all the beer for himself. That's basically it, really. Besides a cool ending sequence that kind of parodies the James Bond movies, it's a good segment at best. It does sort of it kind of does. How can I say it? It does take a while because there are scenes where basically you just got some music going on with the character. Basically, just Mo just looking somewhere. And one part where it's basically the music goes on while Bart and Mo are just walking to the love tester machine thingy, the love thing they have in Mo's tavern. It takes a while, but it is a good segment. It's a good segment. So how would I say this Treehouse of Horror? Well, I would say it's when the Simpsons episode altogether, it is better than the last week's episode because there was a lot more I remembered out of this episode than that one. But it still has a few bad moments. Like I said, the opening has a few bit of problems that it could have looked better, and Try Hard is the weakest segment out of this. If I say which one's the best, I would probably say Molefinger would probably be the best segment out of this one. It has the music is good in this one because I actually like James Bond. I'm a big fan of James Bond, and so yeah, that's basically it for Treehouse of Horror for now. Although I pretty much am aware now that pretty much they are going to make it season 29 because already there's a picture taken of the script for Treehouse of Horror 28. So there's already going to be like another one, and that basically gives me the feeling that there will be a season 29. So yeah. So yeah, that's about it for now, and I'll see you guys next time for my next review. See you guys later.